Hello, everyone. I believe we are live now. Welcome, welcome. We've got some music playing in the background, and it's my wonderful guests to my right here. I'll introduce them shortly. Just want to make sure everything's working real quick. Well, guys, welcome. It is Sunset Day, the day everybody at Forteller has been waiting on for, oh gosh, a long time. And I'm so happy to have some wonderful voice actors, cosplayers, studio people, just amazing producers to my right. I'll introduce them in order. Hello, Zabricus, wonderful streamer of all kinds and content creator. How are you doing today?
Hey, how are you?
Oh gosh, I'm stressed, but I'm so excited. We've released a new content finally, and I'm so happy to play it.
As am I. I'm so ready to die. Let's do this.
Well, you've already died, so there you go. We'll get into that later, though. Next, we have Utahime Cosplay. Hello, welcome.
Hello, how's it going, everybody?
Yes, so happy to have you, and a pleasure to finally play a game with you as well.
I'm so excited to do the thing and go down this crazy path. Let's do this.
Yes, and you have an amazing character. I can't wait to get into it. Markia McCarty, hello. Producer and just tabletop personality in general. Hello, welcome.
Just realized my mic was off, but now
there
it's
on. There you go. No worries. And then Amanda, welcome. Hello, Vampex13.
Hello.
Just
Hi.
A streamer, wonderful person in general.
Thank you.
Not just a streamer. I can't say that. But
I mean, it fits though. I was streaming literally earlier today, and I'm streaming again right now. So,
Ooh, well, hello
True.
to those people as well. Awesome, guys. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, we released a tabletop RPG today. It's called Sunset. This is a physical version of the Quick Start Guide. We'll be playing this. It is a rules light introduction to the world of Sunset, written by Thomas, our CEO, Adam Lambauer, our creative director, and a new writer, Mike Tomasek. Thank you so much for bringing this wonderful world to us and letting us kind of put this out for you, with you even. I want to get right into this story, guys. I'll introduce your characters as I get there, but I want to introduce what the world of Sunset is, for those who don't know. Sunset is the world where you go when you're in between death and the next place. Whatever that may be for you, whether you are religious or not, whether you have any sort of beliefs on what the afterlife may be, you got stuck. You're not quite there yet. You did die, but you're not quite moved on to that next place, whatever it may be. And you have to do all you can to survive in this world that we call the Loom. Now, those people, the characters for this game that we'll be playing, are called threads in Sunset. The 4 threads that I have to my right here have all come together to form a weave. That is their party. So we're going to get into each person by introducing the ferryman that brings them into that world. We're going to start in the same order that I introduced people. Zab, let me go ahead and introduce your character. You are playing one of the 4 starting classes in the game. We are starting the pre-made characters that we've created. In the Quick Start Guide, for anybody who wants that, you can find it on Forteller or sunset.fortellergames.com. Now, we have Bella Bewitch, who is playing... Apologies, one second, I apologize. You find yourself strapped to a spinning board, as if you were the target of a insidious game of, somebody throwing knives at the spinning board as a magic trick. Usually you're on the other end of these, right? You're the one performing the daring attempt. But in this case, you see a person standing opposite you with a big smile on their face. Hey, you made it! Whoosh! Dagger hits right next to your head.
Where exactly have I made it to?
Well, that's kind of up in the air a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, you can kind of call it the afterlife. But we're not quite there yet.
What do you mean we're not quite there yet?
Well, you got stuck. You see? Another one. Other side of your head. You got some things to clear up before you move on. So it's my job to kind of get you to where you need to be, so you can figure that out. Call me a ferryman, if you will. Go ahead and hop off that there. And then as he says that, the shackles that were holding you release you, and you are vertical, standing there with both of the knives stuck on either side of your head still. Go ahead and pick those up. Those are for you. As you grab them,
Well,
they both turn into 2 different coins. One with the face of like an old-timey jester. The other one looks just like a dollar, a big dollar coin. Those are very important. Don't give those away. You'll need those to move on. Any questions? We're almost there.
but we haven't gone anywhere. How are we going somewhere when we're just standing here?
I love this part. And as he says that, he goes, "Good luck." And you find yourself shifted in reality. You're standing in front of a really old strip mall, and we'll cut away from there. Now, Utahime, we're going to go over to you. You are playing Barbara Babs Lewis. We'll let you introduce your character as we get into the game, but you find yourself in not an unfamiliar setting, but one you haven't experienced in a very long time. You're in a tent, what looks to be a medical tent. You're laying on a gurney, but you don't seem to be injured at all.
The hell?
Oh, you're okay. You're totally fine. And enters a doctor. He's wearing very old styled doctor's attire. Nothing like you've seen, in the more modern times. But he's a well-to-do fellow, but he doesn't have a whole lot of air of importance to him. He's just trying to get it over with, kind of thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Looking at your file here, like pulls up your. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, here, take these, and he hands you a set of dog tags. You look at them. One side has the name of a friend of yours, and the other side is empty, completely empty. Hold on to those. Those are really important. They're identifying markers of who you are as a person, or who you were as a person, or who you've wanted to be. Any number of things.
You want to tell me what the hell is going on right now?
Of course, yeah. So, you died. And as he says that,
What?
you look down at your hands, the back of your hands. What do you see?
Looking at my hands, they're not showing any age spots, any wrinkles. How is this even possible right now?
Well, you seem to have died stuck on a very early place in your life. Usually it's much later that people get stuck in. But your soul has decided to keep you back in your body that you were, looks like, well, I think you were in, and he looks around real quick. Is this the Vietnam War? Huh. Wonder why you're stuck here.
Funny you should ask that.
And then you hear a helicopter coming in from behind, above, outside of the tent. Oh, hey, look at that. I think it's about time. Yeah, I think we're almost there.
Where?
Ah, nice. Very good. I love that part. And it all shifts again, and you find yourself standing next to what looks to be some sort of performer, maybe. You're not quite sure, in front of a strip mall, and we'll cut away from there. Markia, coming over to you now. You're playing Dandy Trent. You find yourself in a very familiar place. This is the same venue, the same bar that you played your first gig in.
Teddy's Twisters.
No, that's what they call it, yeah. And you see behind the bar, very different looking barman than what was usually there.
Teddy.
I don't know Teddy, but you can call me Finch.
Okay. Wow, I don't know how this is I'm really certain that they actually tore this place down after Teddy won the lottery. I mean, she built this whole place out in the Palms. I'm sorry, you said Finch?
Yeah, I'm Finch the ferryman. Happy to meet you.
Ferryman.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, you're getting it,
Wait
right?
a second. Wait. No.
Surprise!
No!
You're dead.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God. Wow. That happened. Quick.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was not expecting to see you anytime soon.
Wow.
But that's not my job, really.
Oh, man. I thought it was going to go on forever. Oh, okay. Where's Jimi Hendrix? And where's the hospitality bar?
We'll see if you make it there. We're almost to where you need to be at the moment.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
Mm-hmm. You bet.
I'm not good at tests.
And as he's laughing, he kind of disappears. The bar fades away into dust, and you're standing next to a soldier and a street performer, or a performer of some sort. You're not quite sure. In front of a strip mall. And we'll cut away again. Amanda. Sid Felice. You're not quite sure where you are.
Yeah, like I was on the is that on the bus?
You have no idea. You can't remember
Oh, is
anything.
this the subway? Where is this? I don't think this is my stop.
Oh, hey, you're okay. You're okay. Some person kind of pats you on the shoulder just briefly, and you look up, and as you see the person, your vision kind of clears a little bit, and you're in a classroom, and this person is a teacher.
What?
Hey.
Hi.
Uh-huh. Looks like you had some unfinished business, and do you know where you are?
This is like my grade 2 class. Is this like a new thing? Like, because I've never had this experience before. And what I took, they didn't say I was going to go back to like grade school.
Yeah,
that's not.
There's nothing you
I
could
was
take.
told, man.
Well, I guess there's a lot of things you could take that could send you here, now that I think about it.
Oh, okay. So like, is this some kind of like, is this like some inner child like vibe? Because I'm down with that.
It's kind of like after that, though, a little bit.
After that, okay.
Yeah, like after you're a child, then you're an adult, and then you kind of you get older, and then you
get older.
Then you die.
Then you die. Wait.
Yeah.
No, that can't be. You're kidding, man. You're funny. All right. Well, and then I think Sid, is there a door in here?
Oh yeah, it's funny you should mention that. And as you look towards the door, it fades away into nothingness.
Yo,
And,
what the heck?
While trying to piece things together, you don't recognize the place you're at. The four of you now notice each other a little bit more obviously, and I will definitely note that in your pockets, Sid, you have 2 tokens from a local arcade that you visited often.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Wait, that's far from here, man. Like, wait, where is here? What are you all doing here in my class? Wait, are we in class?
You know what? I need to sue the damn pharmacist for giving me whatever dose that made me see all of this, including Who are
Dude.
you?
Dude, I'm gonna be talking to Jimmy tomorrow exactly about what you're just talking about. Like, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Who's Jimmy?
Wait,
Yeah, Jimmy, you know.
No,
Tony,
I don't.
I think you may be
No?
muted again, Markia. Yeah. And also, I'll mention, Dandy, you have in your pocket, actually one in each hand, we'll say, guitar picks. They're both signed. And those are something very special that you want to hold on to.
Yeah. As a close in my hand, I look over at. Well, I don't know their name yet, but Vamp, and I'm like, I know so many Jimmys. Which Jimmy? Jimmy the Hut? Jimmy
I
the
don't-
Dial?
Oh, maybe Jimmy the Dial. That sounds like Jimmy, honestly. Like, if I had to guess, I'd say, yeah, that's what Jimmy would go by. Jimmy the Dial. Probably that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
So-
you
so
took some
incredibly
too,
well-
then. Is that what happened? Or is that why we're all here?
Wait, took some what? I know I'm the lead singer of Satan's Crush, but I'm
That's
very
sick.
straight edge.
Oh, shoot. Me too,
Yeah.
though. Me too. Well, it's just
Oh.
candy. That's what I was told.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm like caffeine, nicotine, and carotene. That's how I get down.
Oh, shoot. That's real straight. Yo, respect.
Yeah.
Yo.
the name of your band was what again? And you don't do anything fun at all.
Oh, Satan's Crush. But I'm kind of like resident deity for my band and the fans and my family, you know. Someone's got to stay sober.
That's the job of the stage manager, darling.
You know what? Yeah, I must have. Yep, this is hell. Yep, this is exactly.
As you look around,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
none of the other buildings in the strip mall are very identifiable at all. It's the one directly in front of you is very clearly labeled laundromat, and it has wide open doors that you are free to walk into as if nowhere else matters.
Yep. Well, now that I'm here in hell, I'm gonna go ahead and just walk away from whatever this is.
Wait. You can't just walk away. You can't just say this is hell and then, like, walk away, man. Like, what is that? Like, what do you mean it's hell? Just because there's a laundromat here? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Satan, you're talking about God knows what. The way that you're dressed, you with the dark lips, you have to be probably one of the worshipers. I might as well just. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess I figured one day I'd end up here, but you know, wish I remember how.
It's just a band, Satan's Crush, and this isn't hell. I mean, this looks
That's what
nothing
all
like
the kids
Florida.
say. That's what all the kids say, and then it's much more than that. Then and it's a whole group, and they start chanting and reading all types of weird symbols and all that. And see, that's why I stayed in my house and stay away from all this nonsense.
I understand that you are going through a process right now, and I feel what you are saying, but you are overwhelming me. So I need to go find a payphone, and I got to get in contact with Jimmy the Dial because I know that I am supposed to be on location right now. So, pardon me.
Wait. I figured it out, guys. And it's Bella, right? Bella Bewitched. I lean over to you and I'm like, yeah, we're like dead. That's what's happening, right?
I mean, supposedly, but this could just be a weird shared hallucination.
Oh, that's true. I just think, so you see how there's that laundromat there? Guys, like, wait, just listen to me. I had a tarot card reading last week, and it told me, you'll know you're dead when you can clean your socks again. Because I haven't been in a place, I haven't been able to clean my socks for a long time, guys. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have taken them off. I'm sorry. I don't know I did that. That was weird. But I should probably wash them. Do you get
Then
I don't know. Sorry,
we
this
need to
was.
head towards the laundromat right over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
While you guys are
yeah.
walking in, I'll take a minute to introduce the rolling system for Sunset, guys. Because what I'm going to ask is, looking at your guys' character sheets, which nobody can see other than myself and the other players at this moment, 3 of you happen to have died within a month of each other, it looks like. I don't know if you guys even knew that.
No.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know how
You're
you guys
kidding.
picked that, but you did.
No.
Or within, about a month of each other.
Whoa.
So we're gonna have Sydney
Mm?
and Barbara. You
You can
guys
just call me Sid. Yeah,
Sid?
it's cool.
Sid and
Call me Babs.
Sid and Babs. You guys need to make a relatively easy who check for me.
Okay. Like,
So, to introduce the rolling system and where we get our dice pools from, Sunset is a D6 system using normally the deck of many dice that I have right in front of us. This is Benevolence, and we're going to be using this one for myself if I need to roll. But we also have a nice conversion for anybody who does not have the deck of many dice in front of them. It's a D6 system. 5s and 6s are successes. Now, I mentioned a who roll.
Yeah.
Player stats are dictated by 5 keywords that they spoke as their truths. The who, what, when, where, and why they are an entity in this world, a soul at all. So, when I say make a who check, I will ask you to include your who stat and any of the 5 lies that you have told yourself while you were alive. Something that you tell yourself to avoid other truths that you may want hidden about yourself. So pick your who stat, whatever number that may be, up to 5. Then combine that with any lie you choose. And then you get your total number of your dice pool. Roll that, and you're going to be giving me any number of 5s and 6s that you pull. So, we'll start with Babs. What is your who?
Survivor.
Survivor. Very good. And which lie are you going to be modifying that roll with?
Pain.
Pain. I see. Go ahead and roll that for me.
All right. Okay. Got 3 6s.
3 6s. Very good. And go ahead and do the same thing. What is your who, Sid?
my who is Jack of all.
Okay. And what is
Yeah.
the lie you're modifying that with?
Oh, I'm gonna modify that with let's go with Vagabond.
Nice. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
roll that and see how many successes you get.
Okay. So I add those together.
Yeah, so you get the total number from the who plus the total number
Cool.
of the
Yeah.
lie and flip that many cards. Looking for 5s and 6s.
Yo, 5s and 6s. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get so many 5s and 6s. I already know. I'm the master of 5s and 6s. Am I? Let's find out. No. No. Hey. No. No. I got one. The
Well,
master of 5s and 6s.
let's go ahead and cover our success, and then we'll get into our failure, huh?
Oh boy.
So
oh
with
boy.
those 3 successes, Babs, you are a little put off by the name, but you definitely remember the name of Dandy's band. It's something maybe one of your relatives or grandkids or somebody has definitely listened to this band. You know, you've heard some of these songs.
No, I know. Oh, wait. Satan's child. Wait, no. It's what that neighbor of mine keeps blasting at God for sickened hours, and it takes me forever to get to sleep. Mm-hmm. I remember. It's coming back to me now. Mm-hmm.
So you're a fan.
I don't know what part of that would lead you to that conclusion, my dear, but that is no, far from it.
The very fact that it's stuck in your energy, in your aura, you're into pastel punk rock, and it's okay. It's good. It expresses, it's a catharsis, and it's got a touch of death metal in there. Just, it's like rubbing the bottom of a burnt on pot, making it all clean again.
And with that,
In fact, that's one of
Sure.
our singles, Burnt on Pot.
very good.
That I heard about 50 times. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, I mentioned that you guys pulled probably a number of cards to make those rolls, right? How many did you pull, Babs? In total? 7? Out of a 60-card deck, too. So that discard pile with those 3 successes, those are 3 more successes that aren't in your deck anymore.
Oh, no. Oh, come on, Death Master. Why you gotta remind old Babs about that? Come on now.
Yeah. And since this is going to be a relatively short one-shot, I have informed our players that we will not be refreshing our decks unless somebody runs out, and then we'll have a conversation. However, our one success over there, Sid, you might have a couple more in your deck waiting for you. However,
Yeah,
we have to deal with
thank
that one right
goodness.
now, though.
Oh yeah, that's
So
could be better, man. It could be better.
Successes come and go.
Yeah.
You'll get those. Failures, however, those have a lot more impact in the world of Sunset.
I always say a failure a day. Something like keeps the doctor away, man. Doctors, they mess with your mind. I don't like them. I don't trust them.
So when you fail in Sunset,
Yeah.
there's a step chart that we have to follow. And this is the first time anybody has made this with the finalized document right here. So let's go through this step by step with you. First things first, that lie that you chose,
Yeah.
cross it out.
Yeah. Gonna cross it out.
Then
Boy.
tick down the value of that lie that you chose as well. If that was a 3,
Okay.
take it down to a 2.
Yeah. Well, it's a 1 now.
Maybe don't use that one in the future. How about that?
Yeah, I know. It was a bit risky, but man, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
And sometimes those risks will pay off too. I may increase your willpower going forward. We'll see.
I hope.
I will
That would be
ask
good.
though,
Uh-huh.
would you like to unweave that lie?
Yeah, I think I will. Let's just do it,
Alrighty then.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Go ahead and flip me another card. And tell me what is the suit of the card you flipped.
Dear spaghetti monster in the sky, I need you to just make sure whatever this is, it's not awful, please. Okay. Yeah. This is okay. So you need to know my affinity, right?
Your affinity, I know. We're looking for clubs.
You need to know the affinity of this card.
The card, yes.
It's a spade, man.
So not only will you be losing a willpower for attempting to unweave, one of your obols, which is the kind of 2 chances at life you have.
Yeah, man, I got those. I'm still holding on.
Your arcade tokens. One of them automatically, you hold them in your hand, flips over, and doesn't seem to be able to flip back. No matter how hard you try, it's always tails.
The heck?
It's almost like it's not there. But anytime you look, there's always one more that is not quite available. But I will...
I just put that back in my pocket then, or should I hold on to it? Put it back in my pocket, I guess, for now.
Yeah, you don't need it quite now. We'll see.
It doesn't sound good, though. I don't think I can use that token at the arcade.
Yeah.
They don't take ghost tokens, so.
But you might be able to use it at the laundromat. Who knows? These are coin-operated
shoot.
machines that line the walls going down as you
Alrighty
walk
then.
in.
Sick.
Although I wouldn't recommend it. Those are priceless priceless artifacts that they don't just get given out.
Artifacts. Yeah, they also don't. I don't think they're gonna.
Well,
fit
they do
this
actually
machine,
just get given
so.
out now that I think about it.
Yeah, but only 2 for some reason, and then they turn into ghost token. Like, what the hell is that, man?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. I want a refund.
I'm going to read you guys a quick excerpt from the sample guide that anybody can find by downloading the Quick Start Guide, like I mentioned before. This is the intro to the laundromat. Click, click, click. Laundry machines whirl away on the warm summer night, the front door wide open to the night sky. The last vestiges of sunlight fade behind a tapestry of clouds, ending another day. Streetlights click yellow, pooling light, casting shadows deep into the parking lot. Empty except for a few cars and the soft roar of a distant highway. The fans that were on are no longer moving, have blown pamphlets for local churches around the front, spilled off of a rack that had seen better days. The brown tile floor cascades through wood panels and large round mirrors in the upper corners like lidless eyes staring at customers and machines alike. Beige tiles from the front door to the back. This shotgun-style building is common in many malls. Exits to the front and the back in those parking lots can easily be accessed through doors on each side of the building. This is the scene, very obviously, of a mass shooting. There's bullet holes in the walls around you. In addition, the stench of random death, senseless death, permeates the walls. Something about an awoken, jealous god is just peering in the back of your mind. You don't know why you know this. That's what your essence. Even if you're not religious, something is pointing you toward the name Moloch, the eater of children, and feeds on the death and destruction brought on by mass shootings, especially those in schools, but also in random locations all over the world. In this case, your newly found weave was trapped in this hellish place, and with that, a large shutter in the corner of the room opens violently. And you see bulletproof glass kind of scratched up a little bit and a small little tray table, but you can't quite see into the window quite yet as you walk into the building.
Oh, well, this is messed.
Can you smell that?
I'm very
Sorry,
familiar with the smell of
shouldn't have
death,
taken-
so yeah, I
Oh,
do
yeah,
smell
that
it.
is-
I'm pretty familiar with the smell of gunfire.
Yeah, they're
That's-
right. It's
I'm
not my
not-
socks. You guys are right.
I'm gonna look for the payphone.
You look around. We'll call that a simple task. What is your wear ability
My where
or your
is
wear question?
subcultures.
Subcultures. This is a very well-known subculture in the area. It's just a standard mini mall or sorry, I'm losing my mind. It's a very standard laundromat, but there doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to be a payphone where you would expect one to be. It's almost as if the outline of one is burnt into the wall, but it's not there.
I have never run across any kind of public place that didn't have a payphone nearby. This is very weird.
And with that, Bella, the only one to have been alive for more than 26 years more than the other players, I'll have you make a where check for me. Or no, we'll
Okay.
make a when check. I think that's a little bit more
Okay.
appropriate.
Oh dear. Okay, so I draw cards equal to the amount of numbers for that truth, and then I pick a lie
Correct.
and do the same thing. Okay.
So your when ability,
My when is Night Owl.
and which lie are you going to pair that with?
Oh, let's pair that with Drug Dealer.
Drug dealer. Okay, yeah.
So
Go ahead and combine those two. A night owl who's
5.
very good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and flip five cards for me.
Okay, and am I looking at the D6s?
Yep, 5s and 6s.
Cool. That's a 1. That's a 4. That's a 2. We got a 6.
Okay.
And a 5. Okay.
There we go. That's all I asked was 2 successes. For anybody who doesn't know, the deck of many dice has all of the die rolls on it. Like I mentioned before, this is benevolence, but for example, if I was playing with this deck, and I am, I'm going to be looking at this right here, my d6s. But there's also many other options on here to pull from. However, you got your 2 successes. It's really, really weird. Why would that person, you've never met them before, why would they have been in a place with a payphone in this day and age?
Excuse me, but are you like from some other weird country? Because there's like no payphones anywhere anymore. Like everyone just carries them in their pockets.
I guess kind of from another country, Orlando, Florida.
Ah, well, that
Originally.
would explain a lot.
Yeah, House of the Mouse and all that. But, what is one to do? Except, take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
As that confusion,
like the song.
as that confusion sets in a little bit more, you hear tung 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 on the other side of glass from that shuttered that came up recently. Hey, I can help with that. And you see a hand kind of peek out from the tray table, or like you get at a gas station where you put the money in and they grab it from the other side.
Yeah.
You see a hand reach out and just kind of wave a little bit as you guys are seemingly incentivized to walk over to talk to this person.
Is the hand, does it have any like nail polish or anything?
Funny you should mention that. She's currently painting her nails. Hey, my name's Jen. I'm your friendly neighborhood psychopomp. Happy to help.
Okay. Cool.
Neighborhood psychopath? Wait, what?
Some people call me that. No, psychopomp. I'm like a guide, but like not like the other guys that you met earlier.
Like a spiritual guide?
Sure.
Or like a tour guide. Like, you gonna give us a tour of the mall?
More
That'd
like
be pretty
that,
cool.
but I can't leave this spot.
Oh, dang.
Can't you leave this spot?
Specific to
What's
the confines
keeping you
of
here?
my shop here. You look behind her, and it's almost like a not a laundromat, but a dry clean place that has those big racks that kind of rotate with like new people's stuff that comes up. But in this case, it's just random assortments of goods. Just random assortments of just anything you could think of, but no cohesive need of why one might be there. Oh, yeah, sorry, I was helping you.
Ice climbing boots.
Yeah, well, do you want those? I could trade.
No. Well,
Okay.
Trade for what?
Well, you seem to have 3 curious little items there, don't you? She points at your 3 curios, which are items in Sunset. These are items that happen to have a little bit more value than whatever their financial or monetary value, or even sentimental value, they might have had in the world of the living. Those right there, the whole world kind of runs on those. Well, the whole, Deadlands runs on those. If you need anything at all, you can always trade for one of them.
Okay, you're speaking in riddles. Let's take it back. Deadlands, where? What
Oh, yeah, you're all-
time is it?
you're
what,
all
what,
dead.
like, why are we all together?
Oh,
Well,
wait, I know
here.
what time it is. Oh, no, I left my watch. Sorry.
I have a watch right here, but it's not
Oh, it's broken.
working.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, maybe you could trade for a new watch. Yo, Jen, you got watches?
Oh, so many. As soon as you say that, like an old salesman on the side of the road opens up what you didn't realize was a coat of feathers. On the inside, she's got a bunch of different types of watches. I got a Rolex. I got so many. Which one do you want? And what do you have
no.
to trade?
Me?
But none of them work. I'll say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the
I have
heck?
a question though.
course.
When she opens up that, plethora of watches.
Mhm.
Are there watches from newer time periods
Mhm.
also amongst everything?
Yes. You guys see ones that are like very heavily like early mid 90s, like Asian, like inspired, that like nobody would wear these days kind of thing, but also like big chunky 80s like digital watches, as well as very modern Rolexes and very sleek and small child watches, like Lightning McQueen's on one of them even.
Whoa.
Do you
I don't even
see
know.
Apple watches?
Okay.
Dead Apple watches?
You do. I got all the different kinds
Those
of watches.
those aren't watches.
No, it is. It just
Right
does.
there.
And she like pulls it out and she
Seen
goes,
one of those.
"This is a watch. See?"
No, there's nothing
She
on
like puts it on real quick. It looks good though.
It connects to your iPhone or any phone. You really don't know what this is.
Whoa.
And I
Is your
what?
laundry really that different?
Wow. An iPhone? What the heck is that, man? Is that like when you're a phone? That's cool.
Wait, where are you from, Missy?
I live in Vegas, Las Vegas, I think. Well,
Oh.
wait, do I
With that
know?
accent?
Listen, darling, people can import. Have you ever heard of an actual Las Vegas accent?
Oh.
I mean, I played Vegas a number of times.
Can you do a Las Vegas accent?
Oh, well, I'm not a ventriloquist or anything. I'm a singer and a guitarist.
Yo, it'd be cool if you were also a ventriloquist, though.
Well, I do tarot cards and
Oh.
crystals.
Yo, Jen, do you have tarot cards?
I do.
Can I
And
trade
she
for that?
like opens up like a tackle box almost in front of her.
Wait, so you know Elvis then?
Wait,
Oh.
Elvis.
He
Right.
died forever ago. Maybe he'll be here since we're all apparently dead and in hell.
Oh no, Elvis is in here. He passed a while ago. Not a while ago in the sense of time. Like he didn't pass like, you know, what year is it? 2024.
No, it's 1998.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
right, I
and it-
forget.
Wait. How I look? Look at me, you guys. Tell me what
You look
do I
good.
look like?
You look like you look hot. I'd say like
No, but like,
maybe
do you see wrinkles? Do you see the
Maybe
deep
just
circles?
regular crow's feet, natural
yeah,
I
no.
see-
mid-woman aging signs. You should maybe get some Botox to hide that, but you'll be fine. No one will notice if you just use enough makeup.
Yeah, personally, I see an inner child that is just waiting to rebel with some death ambient, like drone metal.
No, if it was Elvis, then you would have had me. But play more of that music, and now you're cooking. But this doesn't make sense.
How old are you?
26. This
What?
doesn't. I mean, does anybody in the 90s have this hairstyle? I highly doubt that they're rocking this hairstyle. Rocking.
Well,
is that still a
rockin',
cool
we
term?
say that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we say that. I don't know. Like, I feel like Bruce, she was trying a hairstyle like that. So, like, it could be coming back. Bruce is pretty trendy, so. I don't know, man.
Wait,
I'm
what-
wearing the same fatigues as. This isn't making any sense.
Everybody but Babs, you all feel very comfortable in your skin. This is how you've looked anytime recently. But Babs seems very confused as to why she looks the way she does. And Jen notices that immediately. Oh, you're a special case, aren't you? Well, most people, when they die and come here, it's like a tragic thing or like something happens. I don't know. But you seem to have something tragic happen to you a while ago. And that's kind of why you're all here. You got some unfinished business. That's what people say all the time. But usually it's because...
Because I need to wash my socks? Is that why?
do you have dirty socks?
Yeah.
She looks at him real
Wait.
quick. It's like very... like her neck moves sporadically, really like almost like a bird as she's like trying to see if they're interesting. No, never mind.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys are here to kind of figure out what happened. Like, it's kind of obvious what happened, but like you got to deal with what happened, and then you know, maybe you get a chance to like move on, or you know, you could go see Elvis or whatever else you guys are talking about.
Who'd want to see Elvis? Ugh.
Who wouldn't want
Not-
to see Elvis?
The Elvis impersonators are absolutely terrible.
No, we're not talking about that. Mm-mm. The real deal. That's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Do that if you could see Nina Simone or Janice.
Well, I'm also here to answer any other questions you guys have. I can trade you anything. I can send messages within the Deadlands specifically. Can't send messages out. That's not my job. But anything you need, I'll be here. And, you know, as needed, just talk to me.
And messages. How do we send messages to other people? So there's other people besides us and you and... Why do we need to send messages?
If there's somebody you want to talk to. That's usually not something first timers kind of get around to, but you know, if they need to, they can. Got anybody you want to talk to? Somebody dead? Somebody dead who may not have moved on specifically. Because if they moved on, I can't talk to them either.
Did Jim Morrison move on?
And she she pulls out like...
Did Tupac move on?
She pulls out her phone, which is like, to the three of you, Bella, you're fine. You know, it's just an iPhone. But the rest of you guys are like, she's just holding like a weird ice cream sandwich. What is that? And she's like, they got her long nails that she just freshly painted, trying not to get any nail polish everywhere. Oh no, Tupac, yeah, he's gone. He moved on a while ago. He solved a murder, and I think he also helped out. Yeah, wow. Yeah, funny enough, him and Elvis, they worked on the same mission together. They moved on about 10 years ago.
Wow. That's a sick team up.
Mm-hmm.
She
That's
said
cool.
anyone who's dead, right?
Anyone who's dead and hasn't moved on, specifically.
Got it.
Babs
Okay.
will hold to her to the dog tags.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Sherry O'Brien here still somewhere?
Well, while Jen is typing in her phone looking for this, go ahead and get a willpower, an additional one, even if you're at max, for investigating and following your character's identity even more. Not that you guys haven't been, but I think this is a very crucial element in Babs's character. This is something the Death Master, in my case, can award a player for good roleplay or helping out another player, similar to inspiration, if you will. But willpower is a little bit more impactful, as it's also the player's health. Or the thread's health, specifically. She opens the device. Oh. No, she hasn't moved on yet. Want to say something?
Where is Sherry? Is there a way for me to like actually find her in whatever place this is?
Well, yes and no. Like if you happen to be at the same spot or you got a ride to where she is, I can't pinpoint her location, but I can. Did you want to talk to her?
I can't. Yes,
Okay.
I would give anything to talk to her one last time.
All right. Well, it might not be the last time. You know, we're all dead now. But that's gonna cost you. I don't work for free.
Cost. Well,
One of those, and she like points in your pockets, not to your dog tags, but to your other curious items, your curios, out of character. As I mentioned before, curios are any sort of trade, any sort of goods. So it's up to you. If you'd like to send a message, you're gonna have to trade in one of your curios.
all right. and she reaches into the pocket of her pants, fatigue pants, and pulls out a quarter and passes it to Jen.
Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? That'll do. And she types in her phone a little bit more. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this to the glass. You might not be able to hear very much, but you should. And it's a FaceTime call. It's very glitchy. It's very not. You can definitely make out the image, and you can have a short conversation. What? Huh? There's like wind blowing her. She's not in a single space, it seems.
It's me. It's me.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Babs?
How is this possible? Yes.
Babs? Where are you?
It's me. I don't know. Some godforsaken laundromat or something. Where are you?
I don't know. I was in bed. And then I wasn't, and then I was gone. I've been here. I don't know how long. And it like kind of glitches a little bit more, like you're going through a tunnel.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Why?
I couldn't do anything for you.
You're
I
sorry?
couldn't save you.
What?
Yes.
What are you sorry? And the signal drops. Oh. Interesting. That's never happened before. Guess you might be moved on or moved down. Who knows?
What do you mean? What's moving down? Like,
Well, I mean, usually when people say moved on, they say moved on to a better place, depending on the actions you provided, you know, and the things you believe in, you know. Sorry. And she looks at like the back of her hand, her palm, to read a note that she wrote for herself. The establishment can neither confirm nor deny the existence of religious institutions. Please feel free to believe as you wish. So, you know, if she believed in a terrible place that she might go because of action she may have taken or may not have taken, she could have gone there.
Mary was a saint. There's no way.
Oh, okay, that's good
There's
then.
no way she would end up anywhere other than whatever. If heaven exists, that's where she would have been.
She could have also been taken by death.
What?
what?
Pardon,
Oh,
what?
yeah, you guys didn't know
I
the,
thought you
the
were
ferryman
already
didn't
dead.
tell you?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, death.
They didn't really tell me anything.
Well, the ferrymen are kind of like a midway point. Like, they'll get you, and then they'll take you here to kind of help you figure out who you are a little bit. And if you don't figure it out in time, death might get you. And if you're not kind of sorted by then, you work for death now. And if that
How much
happens,
does it pay?
What?
get a willpower, Amanda. That was awesome. Well, it doesn't pay great. She looks around a little bit.
Okay.
But, yeah. So you should probably get a move on. Figure out what's going on here. And, well, she says that. She says, I'm still here, whatever you need. But I will let you know, there's a couple places to look at while you're here at the laundromat. There are the washers, the dryers, the 2 bathrooms. There's a snack room. There's some folding tables, a lost and found, that pamphlet thing over there. There's so many things to look at. So many things.
Wow.
Is there another way to find out if someone is still here? I mean, is there a yellow pages somewhere? I have someone I
You want to talk to somebody too?
I don't know if I want to talk to her, but
Oh, okay. Who is the person?
Delphinium Trent.
Is that their real name?
Yes. Like my real name is Dandelion, but I go by Dandy.
Okay, Dominium. She's typing.
Is that your mom?
Delphinium. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I know about that.
Delphinium.
It looks like she did pass through here. She did have some business. But she's gone.
Do you know where she went?
I don't have access to that information. I'm sorry. Her file, it seems like it was really quick, whatever that means. There was not a whole lot of details.
Okay. Where do you guys keep the files? Like,
Oh, on here. On here. This one right here.
yeah. On that?
Tiny box.
No, I'm sorry. This is company information. Well, company establishment information, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but what if I like take a job with death? Then do I get a seat?
Well, that's one option, but you might not want to do that.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see an employment contract, I think, you know?
Well, I actually have one of those, funny enough.
You do?
And she pulls out a blank piece of paper and slides it under. And as you look at the paper and hold it, words appear in 2 questions. And this is something all of you are going to have as well. You can all fill it out at the same time. The top question, do you pledge your eternal soul to Moloch? Eater of children, devourer of many.
Oh, no. No.
So, well, you don't have to answer that yet. You have time.
Oh, okay.
And then below that, what happened?
What happened? What do you mean?
It's just what it says. What happened? What happened here? What happened, and what are you going to do about it?
Like, here?
Mhm.
Like where we are right now?
Think of this as like an assignment completion form. Once you've completed your work here, you can fill this out and turn it back into me. And Death will, or I will review your work. And, if Death thinks, well, you might be a good candidate, we'll see what happens.
So this is why I was in grade 2, because I'm not good at doing homework. Is that what this is about? I feel like that's not really fair, because, I haven't been in school for a while, so.
If you were so beaten up by the fact that you didn't get a good grade from not doing your homework, maybe that could have been a reason you were held back. And not held back in, 2nd grade, but, held back in life. You didn't have any unfinished business.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, I just know I have a lot of experience with people putting open-ended, vague contracts under my nose, and Dandy just folds it up. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I'll just check out what's around here.
I'll be here. Bye. Jen reclines in her chair a little bit. Anything else I can help you guys with? Otherwise, have fun. Doing her other hand now. I don't know. I don't think I've ever painted my nails with my left hand. I've only ever done my left one.
So
excuse
we're
for a game.
supposed to figure out what happened in this make-believe illusion of a laundromat.
I think
And whatever these other rooms are.
something bad happened. Something bad happened here. Jen, is that the answer? Something bad happened?
Oh, yeah. Real bad. Real fucking bad.
So
Oh, here's
just a
your
really
paper, by the way.
Bad escape room.
Oh, you can keep that.
And then don't save paper. I don't know if you guys recycle here, but yeah, I don't need that.
Oh, okay. And she'll take it back. Anything else?
Okay.
I don't sign anything without having my lawyer look at it first. Thank you.
Oh, he's been
gonna
gone
keep
for a
mine.
while.
I'm gonna keep mine, but I think it's a no. But I do appreciate giving the contract. I feel like you should you maybe add some more details,
Okay,
Yeah.
so just like Tupac, I think if there's a mystery here, we can solve it.
Well, where should we look?
Well,
do you guys want to?
Jen said washers, dryers, bathrooms, snack room.
Yeah.
And of course,
as you
what's
say
here.
those out loud, each of you instinctively have 1 or 2 locations that you feel a strong gravitational pull towards. You instinctively know some information that was discussed prior to the stream. Each of those locations has one secret that your character, your thread, knows about. In the full version of the game that you can play again by getting the PDF on our Drive-Thru RPG, you can create that world based around your character, but for the purposes of the sample adventure, those are locations that you have specific knowledge of. So keep that in mind. Your character, your thread, does know the things that you told me were the secrets. And right now is when they start realizing those.
Right. I know that whenever I couldn't take the world anymore, I could always go to the bathroom and cry and scream, and people would pretend that they didn't hear. It's a place of refuge and secrets. I feel like there's something there. I think I'm going to head to the bathrooms.
Maybe there'll be some cocaine. I'll join.
Sweet.
Yeah. I mean, when I wanted to just try to get away from things and people, I would go to the laundromat in our neighborhood really early in the morning, and that was when I was washing my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe the washers, I don't know. Maybe there's something inside of there. I don't know.
So we've got 2 people going to the bathrooms, 1 person to the washers, and Amanda?
Yeah, like, I need to wash my socks, so, like, I'll come with you.
Sid
Yeah,
and Babs
well,
going to the washers.
They're not going to wash themselves, so give me them socks.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm.
You just wash those, that'd be sick. And maybe we'll find, like, clues.
Yeah, who knows?
Scooby-Doo style.
We're going to go
We'll
to our
find out.
bathroom crew first. The bathrooms, there's 2 of them, of course, men's and women's, at this time at least. And they are very clean, like too clean for a laundromat bathroom. I've been in some nice laundromats, but usually the bathroom is a different story. These ones, pristine. Aside from 2 things. There's a horrible smell. We mentioned the stench of corruption and death in the place as a whole, but it is really, really bad in this room. And you notice almost immediately something drawing you to the mirror, the 2 of you. And as you do this, who enters first? Who enters the
I
bathroom?
assume, yeah.
Okay. Knowing your secret, you enter the bathroom, and I'm going to give you a boon. Entering the bathroom is a place of developing an element of calm for you, something that you kind of center yourself a little bit more. And so I will have you flip a card for me and tell me the suit.
That I can do. That one wants to jump out. It is clubs.
Clubs. Okay. So I'm going to give you a who boon. Now, Markia is using some dice. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. As Sunset can be played
3.
with both dice and the deck of many dice. 3. Okay, you're going to get resilience of spirit. Your sense of self becomes unshakable. Go ahead and roll a... go ahead and roll another D. Just roll a d4 for me.
D4. Oh my god. Why did I pick this dice? 4.
4. Congratulations. Your willpower goes up by 4.
What? What?
Yes. You feel...
That means I'm now
centered.
officially the tank.
Are you at max? Are you 1 under?
I'm 2 under.
2 under?
Max.
All right. Yeah, those are very helpful items. Willpower, very helpful effects, boons. There's a table of boons for each of the 5 truths of a character. So, however, with boons comes banes. You mentioned cocaine, Bella. Bathrooms have not been a very relaxing place for you, however. So you need to also flip me flip a card and tell me the suit and the d6 roll.
Okay. That is a spade and a 1. Oh, goody.
For anybody listening who's following along in the book, I am keeping track of those suits. That does not impact the bane or boon that they get. But a spade and a 1. We're going for a who bane. This is ego death. Thread loses all sense of self. You cannot use who truths for the rest of the session. I hope that wasn't one with a lot of points in it.
So do I just like uncheck the points?
You can leave them there because you can reverse banes by getting boons later in the future. You can forego the boon benefit to reverse a bane curse, if you will. However, also, if you survive and move on, this is something if you're playing a legacy game, and maybe we will, who knows, you can pick a new who roll for this. Marquia, go ahead.
Well, it's kind of built into Dandy's character that she's been, the DD for everybody else. She's the sober one. She's the one that helps everyone else out. Is there anything that I can do either right now or maybe during the session to help Bella?
Bella.
Yeah, to help Bella with this whole ego death thing.
There are ways to help another thread in Sunset. One of those being the stitching rule. That is a way to aid someone in regaining some more truth about themselves. We'll say I'll modify the stitching rule. To use stitching, what you'll need to do is, first of all, lose a willpower if you'd like to do so. And we'll say if you succeed in this stitching, you will only be prevented from using your who roll, Bella, for the next 2 interactions. Would you like to do stitching?
I will do it.
All right. Let me pull up the section on stitching. Stitching, for anybody who doesn't know, this is going to be on page 21 of the Quick Start Guide. Stitching is a way where a member can sacrifice their truth to aid another person in a challenge or a challenge task. However, I'm going to be modifying this a little bit because I like the character element of being a helper, being the group mom, if you will, in certain instances. So
the sober companion, sure.
Yes. So go ahead.
She doesn't have a great mom figure.
I'm going to have you lose a willpower and 1 of your points in your who truth. And this will reduce the... normally there's a set of rules that go along with this where you'll be flipping an obol to potentially help someone out with a challenge task. But as this wasn't a task, it was simply a result. I do like the character arc though. So what is your new truth at? Or sorry, your new total for your who truth?
It's 3 now.
Okay. In that case, you feel a deep connection, and part of stitching specifically, Bella, I need you to ask about Dandy a who, what, when, where, or why question. Doesn't have to be who in this case. Ask a who, what, when, where, why question about why they're able to aid you in this moment, or why they're wanting to. And while you're thinking, I'll give you an extra second if you need. This game is a lot about introspection. Having a good character idea, and the 4 of our players do have wonderful character ideas, helps out a lot. This is a very thinking game where you'll be coming up with words a lot and phrases on the fly. So I very much enjoy that aspect of this. Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
No one has ever stood up for me, ever. They just hand me my candy and tell me to just get on with the show, that everything will just be fine, lights and sparkles, and is everything always just lights and sparkles for you?
No, No. I'm, when I found out I was dead, I was so incredibly happy because I was like, thank God I can finally rest. Now I don't have to be everything for everyone, and I can't stop being everything for everyone. But I've seen what candy can do to even the most pure-hearted person. And I'm never going to tell someone that they shouldn't do it or don't do it or shame someone for anything like that. But I will let them know to the best of my ability that they're that all the time. Candy doesn't bring that out of them. They just need to get out of their own way. So as much as I can, I will help someone get out of their own way.
And we'll
Funny
come back.
how when you're
Sorry.
the only... Go ahead.
Please, nope, continue. I don't want to cut you off.
Funny how when you're the only one you have in your own life, you are the only one who can get in your own way.
That.
And we'll cut away from you guys back to our friends at the washers as you guys are having a moment and looking around the bathrooms. Our friends at the washers, Babs, Sid. Well, the laundromat is inundated with the smell of laundry detergent. Some sit idly while others wash perpetually. Some of them glow a very ominous and dark red. Those are very sinister, and you almost feel an element of hesitation if you even think about them for a moment. But the other ones look perfectly fine.
Maybe we should like not use the red ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely a good thinking. Yep.
Is there any like laundry around us, like any clothes or anything in the laundromat, Nate?
Go ahead and make a wear roll for me.
Okay. Great. My wear is expressive, and I will choose owned for that one.
Expressive and owned. Okay.
For my lie. Okay.
Now, as the
Yeah, that's
Death
a lot of
Master,
cards.
I can choose to tell you the target number for the challenge if I want to, but for this game, I think for the most part, I'm going to be hiding that information. I think it's more fun.
Yeah. Don't tell me that's not fun. I don't want to know about that. It's gonna make me nervous, especially. Okay, we got two.
Very good. This is a
That's
pretty
better,
easy task.
better.
You
Oh,
look
thank
around, and as you're looking through the laundry, you mentioned. I'm gonna 1 second. I apologize. Let me change the song real quick. You open one of the washers, one of the not red ones, obviously.
Oh, thank God.
As you're looking
not
for
those,
laundry
not those.
around, and
I'm not touching those. Those are probably like Morlocks, like washing machines. Like, I don't know if you have to do laundry if you eat children, but probably at some point things get dirty. I don't know.
we'll say on passing to get to this washer that you do open, you look inside just briefly into one of the washers with the glass front as it's tumbling around, and it's full of ashes and tiny, tiny bones. And each of these red ones, looking closer, is padlocked closed. Like it won't ever open again. Like something is trapped here forever. You make it to that washer that you were aiming to look in, as there doesn't seem to be anything tumbling in there, but it seems to have just finished. The door opened on its own as you walked over.
Okay, so there's clothes in there. They're wet?
There are wet clothes in there, and they're all clothes that you wore on a Christmas as a child. They're like your matching pajamas of you and your family. You haven't thought about your family in a while.
Are you okay?
Yeah. these are like, my clothes. That's weird. I don't think I've ever been to this laundromat.
This doesn't even look like anything that would fit you.
No, when I was a kid, these are my, I used to have matching clothes with my mom, my dad, my sister.
This Christmas specifically was a bad one.
Yeah, this is messed up, man. Maybe you're right. Like maybe this is hell. Like this is
Why don't I and Babs will take like scoop it up. Is there a trash can like near near that area?
We'll say at like the end of the aisle that there's a trash can you can go to.
And Babs will just go and like holding the socks, Sydney's socks in one hand, and then kind of tossing with the other arm, tossing the clothes, and kind of pushing, and then she'll kind of kick the garbage can kind of out of sight.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
As you dump the clothes in, they disappear. The socks you threw away disappear. The trash cans.
She has the socks in her hand. She still plans on washing them. Yeah, she just said that the other clothes, she's dumping them, and then
what?
You know what?
Was it Babs? Babs, right? That was your name?
Yeah. And what was your name, kid?
I'm Sid. Sydney, if you prefer. I don't know. Like you seem kind of like old-fashioned or something. So, but thank you.
I won't take offense. I'm very much I fall in that category. I understand.
Yeah, you like Elvis. You know, my mom. My mom loved Elvis. Sorry, I think I'm remembering some things that I think I kind of understand maybe why I'm here. Like maybe I got some stuff with family. I ran away from home when I was a kid. This was like those clothes. That was.
How about this? Take a seat. We're gonna wash your socks.
Yeah. God, I need to wash the socks. Thanks. What do you think is up with the bones and the padlocks on the machines? Like, is that something? Like, should we... Sid pulls out her paper and is like, I don't know if we should be, like, taking notes for this, like, investigation. Because, like, I definitely don't want to stay, like, in this laundry room for, ever.
I don't want to pry into your personal business,
No, it's good. I think we should pry into each other's personal business because I have this theory. I think if we all, I think this is like a test, like we're all here, like there's a reason we're all here together. And I think that we have to figure out why we need to move on, right? So if we ask each other stuff. Like you called that person. What was up with the you wanted to apologize for something. What were you gonna say?
That was my best friend. We were
I'm sorry.
We knew each other since we were kids.
Yeah.
And we decided we were gonna do some good in this world, and I ended up following her all the way to Nam.
Oh shit.
Only there was nothing I could do that day.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give both of you a willpower. As you take a moment, both of you realize, much like Babs, you're in a former body of yours, the very. There's no aches and pains that you're feeling at old age that you did have. Similarly, Sid, whatever you had taken, usually you feel that in the withdrawals, and by now you would have felt it. You don't feel high, but you don't feel any of the withdrawals either. This is the first time you felt sort of at
Sober?
peace. Sober.
Oh, yeah, at peace. That's what I was going to say.
This is the first time you felt like that in a long time.
I'm trying to understand. Did you mention your family and all that?
Yeah.
Was did something happen on that day that relates to the bones and of these? And they were children.
I mean, I don't know. There was this thing that my sister used to talk about. It was, she used to say, she's older than me, and she, like, knew so many things, and she was always like, I know so many things, and I was like, I know. But she used to tell this story about, like, I guess, I don't know, when our parents were kids or something, there was something that happened at a laundromat. It wasn't in my area, but it was like, I think it was in the States, actually. So, but it was a story she used to say, and it used to freak me out. And I never liked going down to the basement to do laundry, you know? So, I don't know, maybe it's related to that. I didn't think that was a real story. I just thought it was, but she knew a lot of things.
Well, let's just make note of that. And
Maybe
I don't know
something
what
in the
others
U.S.
around.
at a laundromat with a demon.
Something with children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you guys both have a similar memory, but it doesn't feel like it came from something that you learned while you were alive. It seems like it was the memory, the thought of this Moloch and this horrible event that happened was placed there. And as you move forward into the washing cycle of trying to throw those socks in, you reach for the detergent on the top shelf, Babs. What do you find there?
How is this? She reaches out, and it's a old box of Tide from the 60s. Well, okay. You look young, and
Thanks.
What year
What
are you from?
Am I from? Yeah. What year am I from? Yo, it's like 1998.
Oh, say.
What year
So,
are you from?
Well, technically,
Like
I guess was
1962 or something?
interesting. You should say that. In this body, currently 1965, but I was in 98. But you see this box here? This is from back in the day. Do you remember when? Yeah. Before you had the bottles that you poured, you had the box.
I don't do laundry. I don't do laundry. My friend, I usually drop my stuff over. He does it for me because he's got the washer dryer. I'm in between places right now, so like I'm just kind of like couch surfing. So I don't know, but this looks like it doesn't look new. You're right. It looks old.
Yeah,
What's
kids
that
these
about?
days.
Does that mean
Yeah.
something? Does this mean something to you?
As you pull out the tray to put in the softener, clatter, 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 clatter. There's no dust. It's little orange candy, or little yellow candies.
Babs is gonna take one of the candies from the bin, where the detergent would enter, and pop it in her mouth.
It's
Oh my god!
Not
Do you just
s-
eat laundry detergent?
it's not sour, but it's not too sweet either. It's very comforting.
It's
Nostalgic.
hardcore.
even. It's lemon.
Lemon heads?
Oh. And then Sid also grabs some.
And as you guys are digging into these lemon heads, we'll cut back to the bathroom.
Mm.
All right, guys. It's been a minute. You guys have had a moment to talk about that shared feelings that you guys had a little bit. I'm going to have both of you make a check for me. Go ahead and I'll let you pick. Whatever check you want to make. Influence what you describe you're doing by the check you're making, though.
I'm going to do a check. That's my Y, community,
Mhm.
with my lie, my truth Y. And with my lie, haunted.
I like it. Go ahead and make that roll for me.
2 6s and a 5, so 3 altogether.
Very good. And then before I give you the result of that, go ahead and you as well, Bella.
Yeah, so Bella is gonna do a Y check. Her Y is hustler with her lie of failure because she is more determined than ever to figure out what is going on here because this place has made her feel like nothing good whatsoever and it just seems to be terrible and but other people seem to be having a great time. And so she wants to figure out why she's here.
Good. I like it. Go ahead and make that
Okay,
check
so
for me.
Hustler is 5, failure is 4. Oh goodness, so 9.
It's a pretty good roll. Let's hope it stays that way.
So we got a 2, 4, a 1, a 5, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. I like it. Both of you at the same time notice scratched into...
Oh, wait, I need to do one more.
Oh, yeah.
A 6.
Perfect. Even
That
better.
can count.
Yeah. You notice it first then. You look over and you point the two of you to go look at the mirror. There's only one mirror in this bathroom. You look at that mirror and carved into the mirror deep, not like all scratched in with a pen. This was carved in with something sharp and heavy. The word Moloch. And as you both see that, spreading from the corners of that word, splintering up the glass in red, almost like lightning, shoots up the glass, up the walls, out and around, highlighting the whole room in these red, vein-like, burning images of horrific events and archaic paintings of depicting terrible things that could happen to humans, as well as some arcane symbology that you're not quite sure what it could mean. And then the room growls. And the growling seems to fade and echo back out towards the front of the laundromat. You guys at the washers also hear the growl, but that's about it. Continuing on with the folks in the bathroom.
Do I recognize like any of the images that are being displayed all around us?
I think you will,
Yeah,
with your background.
As a sage, I wonder if I would.
Then,
And, death metal.
heck yeah. Simple tasks for both of you then, we'll say. You have dabbled, or at least perused the occult briefly. And these are very clearly symbols to invoke the eye of Moloch. To look at a specific location as if to prepare for a sacrifice.
So Moloch. I believe that's the son of the devil. I did a collaboration with Moloch. It's a band, and they were all about him.
I mean, you were Satan's crush, so it's the only thing that really makes sense. But it does ring something like that in my memory as well.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you guys would like to do in the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. So these curios.
Mm-hmm.
I have a large labradorite crystal pendant that would grant me a +1 to my next Who challenge. But I also have a specialty knitting needle. I'm wondering how I can utilize the curios in a way.
So the curios can be used in conversation as the item that it is, kind of in passing. But if you would like to consume the item for its effect, the item will fade into nothing. These are one-time use for the effect, unless otherwise stated.
Okay. Dandy is while she's looking around at this after she opened herself up to Bella with having to be, the pillar for everybody else in her life, and she's thinking about that as she's looking around and picturing like also this and like this demonic thing that's happened, and I'm pretty certain that that's going to take her back to one of the most traumatic times in her life, when it's like if her mom wasn't possessed by a demon, she was possessed by the demon of Candy, and did a number of very horrible things, and she's just gonna like Rolodex through that while she's holding on to her labradorite, and she's holding on so tight that she ends up pulling it off her neck, and it's just kind of shaking in her hand as she looks down, and then it fades into nothingness.
Okay, I'll have you... Go ahead.
No, if there's a mechanic thing.
Yeah, I think I'll have you make a wear check for me with a bonus 1 success to kind of divine where you might need to be looking in this area, with drawing on that connection that you might have with some sort of an occult being.
Okay. All right. So that'd be subcultures and haunted again.
Very good.
The rest of them, yeah, that one just really fits.
Mm-hmm.
1-6.
So with that 1-6, even with your additional 1 success, I'll say that this one wasn't quite what you needed. So you'll be taking the failure route. So go ahead and mark out your lie and rewrite a new one based on, you thought you might have known something about this, but I guess not.
So I lose haunted altogether?
You'll lose haunted altogether, and you'll lose a point in that lie as well. And then you can write a new lie, and you can have some time to come up with a new one as we transition back to our folks at the washer. You guys, while washing some socks, hear the growl echo starting from the bathroom, shifting all the way out to the front of the washing room towards the folding tables.
I'm assuming that wasn't your stomach.
No. Although I wanted to go to the snack area, but I figured, we all shouldn't just do our own things, but that was not my stomach. Should we
Okay.
I feel like we should check on that.
Yeah. Looking at the washer, does it look like it's basically about to stop, or is it still going with the socks?
You put it on a pretty small, like a low timer, because it's just some socks. They can't be that dirty, right? And you think you probably got another minute or so, but they're getting close to being done.
I think Sid actually just opens the washer, and there's still some water in there, grabs her socks, and is like, let's get out of here. Let's go. Yeah. And is just wringing them out as she walks over barefoot. She's going to leave her shoes over there, though. Is that okay?
Yeah. As you start wringing them out, your elbow happens to hit one of the dryers behind you. The door spills open, and like a jackpot lottery machine, spills out a bunch of gold coins.
Whoa.
You haven't seen coins like these before, but they are beautiful. And you guys in the bathroom hear this as well. Just spilling out almost with the sound of like ringing jackpot numbers going up as well.
That's not normal at my laundromat.
Neither is it in mine. But I mean, you know what they say, never look a gift horse in the mouth. So maybe we need to pick this up. I mean,
I don't know. This seems like some Morlock blah blah. This seems like like the devil's always gonna tempt you or something. I heard that in a song.
Well, if you look a little closer at those coins,
Yeah.
you'll
look a
notice
little closer.
a skull
Uh-huh.
and a skeletal hand giving a thumbs up.
oh,
And
this isn't
like-
real.
There's some death coins or something.
Yeah, let's just leave. Yeah, you were right. All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the old folks got to learn from the youngins. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we leave it. But not today, Death, okay? Wherever you are.
As
Yeah,
you go to put the coin back, or however you so choose, a slot appears in thin air. The coin gets inserted, and I'm going to give you a boon. Pick a number 1 through 5 for me. Just without flipping or anything, just pick a number.
Do we both have to pick a number? Do I have to pick?
You picked up the coin.
You picked
What?
it up.
You picked up the coin
Did I pick? Wait, I didn't pick up
to look at the coin,
Oh,
to notice
what?
the death
dang
skull.
it. I did. Oh no, man. That's not what I meant.
Oh, apologies.
Okay. No, that's all right. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just reached out and I grabbed that coin. I didn't.
You
think
know what?
about
That's also on me. I
Else is
knew
grabbing.
with my age, I knew better than
Dang it.
to tell you about those coins. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick 3.
3. All right. 1, 2, 3. In that case, now go ahead and flip a card for me and tell me the d6 value.
That makes me nervous.
I did say boon. These are good things.
Yeah. But when you're dead, what kind of good things? What kind of good things? 3. Matches.
Oh.
Very good. Time dilation on a when boon.
Oh.
Threat experiences time more slowly, allowing them to act faster. So you'll get a -1 challenge rating on any when truth challenges you attempt going forward.
All right.
So you as you watch the coin get inserted, your vision kind of blurs for a second, something you're not unaccustomed to. And then you become more aware of the things around you a little bit more. You're more, it's almost like you took something, but it's not affecting you in any negative way that you can tell.
Right. It's like a Percocet. That's what I'm imagining.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I feel very relaxed and also kind of a little focused.
Mhm.
So sorry, can you say the stats part?
Yeah, so you're going to get permanently until the end of the session a -1 challenge rating. So challenges are going to be easier for you when
Thank
challenges specifically.
when.
Yep.
And that's permanent,
Permanent.
not like my
Ooh.
curios. That's
Correct.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool. Oh,
You've cashed in the coin. And those coins are still on the ground there.
feel great. Maybe we should be grabbing these coins. I'm not sure now. I thought something bad was about to happen. And now I'm thinking, like, maybe grab a bunch. Like, maybe we should grab all of them.
Maybe just for later. Just for later.
Like, at least
Babs,
one. Like, I think we
Babs
should at
gonna
least take one.
scoop up like a handful and try to put it in her pocket.
As you try to scoop up, you feel like you get a good handful, but as you pull the hand up, it's only got 1 coin in it.
Oh, okay.
This is
all
some
right.
bogus stuff. This is like
That's
with
what happens when you get.
tokens.
Mm-hmm.
As you slot it into your pocket.
Yeah.
Give me a number 1 through 5.
All right. Let's make that number 4.
Number 4, alrighty. And then flip me a card. This will be a wear boon. And your D6. on that.
That's a 1.
Sanctuary. Thread discovers a place of safety and refuge. They rest here and immediately restore their willpower to full. So you, looking between the washers and dryers, you see a section that has none of those red washers, the very horrifying looking ones. There seems to be a section where one washer was ripped out of the wall, and it's almost like when you're a kid walking through the supermarket and all the water is gone, and the water, like it's like a little den you can kind of sit in for a second. If at any point you need to take a little sit down, you can choose to get a moment of respite there.
Nice.
Well, I feel like there's the little area over there that if things get a little hairy, we might be able to bunker down and take some shelter over there.
Maybe that's where people were like hiding from like these the bullet holes in the wall.
And whatever just growled, that wasn't your stomach.
We should go. We should check that out.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Sweet. Our friends in the bathroom, what would you like to do before we make our way over to that folding table?
Well, Dandy has, done a lot and now looks over at Bella. A bunch of this stuff has happened with the crystal disappearing and, all of the Moloch imagery. And Dandy's going to look over at Bella and look like kind of expectantly.
Did Bella, when Markia was, or not, what is your person's when Dandy was having that memory of like her mother and stuff, was any of that vocalized or visualized?
All
or was
of
that
it
all
was.
internal? Okay.
All of it was. Like it's like she's not holding anything back.
Okay.
So you heard it all.
I think I relate to you a lot. I think I relate to your mother quite a lot, but I'm not an addict. It's just it just helps me get by every now and then,
Yeah,
it's fine.
Are.
You notice that you don't have the physical craving to have that substance to get by, but you almost kind of miss the feeling. It's not quite the... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I think this is what the program calls a trigger. And I think we can just as easily find out more about this outside of this bathroom. Will you come with me? And Dandy holds out her hand and puts the other hand on the handle of the
out of this bathroom. Thank you. And I don't really want to go check out the growling, but we should probably make sure that our compatriots haven't been eaten. Can we die a second time?
If we did, maybe we go to where the actual crafty is, which would be nice.
You hear screaming from behind the bulletproof glass. Yeah, you can die again. You kind of don't want to do that, I promise. It's not a good thing.
Are you still painting your nails?
No, she's polishing them. She's got the top coat. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you base coated that, babe. As Dandy's gingerly taking Bella into the laundromat and just sees this pile of gold on the
You
floor.
do see a big pile of gold.
You guys gotta get some of this gold, man. It's crazy. It just appeared, and I feel great. And Babs is like I don't know, using some military knowledge. She's like, look at this safe spot. I was like, whoa, how'd you figure that out? It's really cool. Like, you guys need to get in on this.
But we were concerned about the growling.
We were coming to you. Yeah. We got distracted.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. Looks like Moloch has arisen and is definitely centrally locked into probably the massacre of kids and family that happened in this space. Yeah, that is a definite. Homeboy is activated and is activated in the bathroom. Bella, you want to grab a coin? I'll grab one with you.
Yo, Dandy,
Love
I mean this in
you.
the best way, but you remind me of my sister, but like not in a bad way.
I love reminding people of their family, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
She has that effect on people. And Bella goes and scoops up a couple coins, but I assume only one.
Correct.
over here.
You get one, and as soon as you take hold of it, it crumbles into dust. You're no longer affected by your bane, but you do not get another boon.
Then Dandy goes for, the pirates' plunder.
Yeah, you grab handful of coins. Feels like a big old scoop. One coin is the only one that seems to materialize as you're trying to pull them away. What would you like to do with that?
Test if it's gold by putting it in my mouth and
As you go to bring it to your lips, a coin slot appears and the coin disappears. Give me a number 1 to 5.
And holy hell, this happens to you.
so I'm sorry. a
Yes.
D6?
You could roll a d6 and then give me a number 1 to 5.
Bab's freaking out.
A 3.
So 3 on the roll,
3.
and then your choice of 1 to 5.
My choice of 1 to 5?
You get to pick a number, and then I'll tell you which table that is. And then your 3 will be the roll on that table.
All right, 4.
4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get Hearth and Home. Thread forms a deep bond with the current location. While in this location, they gain a +1 advantage to their Wear Truth Challenge tasks.
Oh.
So you'll get to roll an additional card. Advantage.
All right.
All right.
All right. And as you do this,
Often make-
the growling and the sound that is coming from my music wasn't playing anymore. The growling intensifies. There is a folding table to the right, or sorry, a folding table to the right that seems very rickety, but another table to the left of it that is much more stable and is dark walnut wood. The spreading tendrils that came out from the bathroom crawl across the ceilings unnoticed until they pool at this shaking small box labeled Lost and Found.
Can I do a deeper knowledge roll of
Of course.
the location?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a wear check for me.
Okay, well, I'm going to take my advantage.
Yes.
Do that, definitely. And for what I had before with Haunted, I think I could have unwoven my lie or whatnot, but I have changed it to sacrifice.
Ooh. So before we get into that roll, I'm curious, what does the lie that is sacrifice mean to your character?
She steadily believes that she has to sacrifice herself for others. That's
Interesting.
just part of her makeup, that's part of her path. And it is a total and complete lie.
That's a very good lie. I'm going to just give you a willpower off the bat. I know I think you're pretty stacked for willpower as it is, but I'll give you another one because that's really good. But yeah, go ahead and make that check for me.
Okay, so it's advantage that I have as well with this.
Mhm. So you'll flip an additional card.
All right. Wait, flip an additional card?
Oh, sorry. In your case, roll an additional die.
Roll an additional die. Got it.
Yeah, sorry.
All good. Thank you. That additional one gave me, so that's 2 6s and a 5. So
Fantastic.
3.
All right. With this Lost and Found box and in this location, you've been to this laundromat before. And that Lost and Found box does not exist in that laundromat. They don't have a Lost and Found. And if they did, it certainly wouldn't be in the front for anybody to take through it and drop stuff off as they see fit. There is something vile, evil, if not obvious, about that Lost and Found box. Jen, at the same moment, pulls the shutters down slowly, says, "Good luck!"
What?
as
I
you see the box and it notices you clock it and starts to shake a little bit more. I'll give you guys another little bit, and then we'll get into it.
Does
so I looked into the abyss. The abyss looked back, basically.
Oh yeah. You thought you knew this
I-
location. The location knows you.
I relayed to the party with that.
Mhm.
I think Babs is looking at this same lost and found. Does it look somewhat familiar, or like does she see something kind of that like within it? Like if she kind of like steps a little bit closer to kind of like see, like almost as if like, you know, kind of, is this a safe, like is this gonna try to come out and attack the group?
Once you
Kind of
get
cautious lean towards.
It will definitely.
as you take steps closer, you've had flashbacks before to the war. Some of them felt very real. You feel that every step you take closer to this box is walking over a minefield, and you know where the mine is. You're certain that if you stay away from it, you'll probably be okay, but who knows who might step on it if you don't take care of this and defuse it.
With that knowledge, Babs almost just quickly adjusts her positioning, her body, and she straightens herself up. It's kind of like almost like a soldier getting in line, you know, in front of a higher ranking officer.
Mhm.
And she starts to march forward.
All right. The rest of you.
Whoa, wait, Babs, wait. Can I throw my noose over to Babs?
How? Well, how would you like to do that? Are you tossing the whole thing or like part of it?
Yeah,
How would
I
you
wanna
like to?
toss the curio over to her?
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
Give it to her.
By all means, you can trade.
My noose is it's a tie. I wear it to job interviews and I keep it in my back pocket. So I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna say, wait. Take this, just in case.
It's too dangerous to go alone.
Take this.
Yeah, you see Babs basically kind of just nodding to grab at the it's a tie. Is it now? Has it
Tie.
changed? Now has it
No,
changed?
it looks like a tie.
It still looks like a tie?
Yeah,
Okay.
man, it looks like a tie. Look, you never know when someone's gonna come. Like, Death wants us to work for him or her, it, they, whatever. I don't know, man. I've never met Death. You know, and I'm just saying, I find the way you get out of those things unscathed is you wear the tie. So just take the tie. I don't know what's about to happen. Just take it, just in case.
It's not
No,
been through
that's-
worse scrapes than this. Now let me tell you. But thanks, kid. And she's going to reach into her pocket,
Mhm.
and there's going to be a small tin container that on the tops it says Phillips,
Excuse me.
because she's starting to get that with those flashbacks, that feeling of like almost like as if someone has been piercing her stomach and her intestines with just a needle, just constantly poking at her. She feels that same ache that she always gets in the pit of her stomach. And the only way that she usually did settle that, especially in the war, was by popping the Phillips, and that was the only thing that would work, at least temporarily.
So you're going to palm that, or are you using it currently?
She's gonna actually, because she's walking towards that darkness, she's gonna pop it into like one of those milk of magnesia into her mouth.
All right. Go ahead and consume that. The all-consuming fear is replaced by simple awareness of risk. You are, for all intents and purpose, locked in. You recognize the second this box is opened, you will have to deal with this evil. But you're ready. And I will pause us for a second before we move forward. We are at our 2-hour mark. I wanted to check with the group. The combat in this game is very quick, but I wanted to check and see if you guys, because I know we had a schedule to keep, so I wanted to check in to see how you guys are feeling.
I want to fight a big bad.
Okay.
I want to know what it
The
is.
soldier is ready. The soldier's already gone for it.
I had to
Let's go.
ask. I gotta
Are
be
you
respectful.
Do you think punk death metal would back down from a fight?
That's what I like to hear.
Soldier Babs is activated.
All right.
Activated right now.
Let's go defuse that bomb then. Who's going for it? You, Babs, you're activating the... Anybody else like to take any more preparation actions, of course?
Yeah. Yes. Well, apparently Hearth and Home is going to stay with me, so I'm going to be utilizing that, moon, like keeping on.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've got the health to be able to step forward with this. And okay, so my Pinnacles is gone. Okay, so I also have a noose. I have a handmade jelly bead bracelet that spells bitch.
Yeah.
So take that off, and I'm ready with that, and I'm gonna step forward.
All right.
Is everyone near? Like, are we all near each other? Is anyone near me?
If you would like to be, the whole group is kind of
Sure.
together at the end. For Theater of the Mind, this game is not designed with like a game mat involved. But
I'm gonna offer a Tic Tac to anyone that wants one before we go in.
Oh, always.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Can't say no to a
You guys
Tic
want
Tac.
Tic Tac? Do you want a Tic Tac?
I take a Tic Tac,
All right.
and then I pull out the coin, the curio that's in my pocket,
Mhm.
and I say, "Now you see it." And then I put it behind Dandy's ear, and now you don't. And then it's secretly with Dandy now.
Very good.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So you'll have a coin curio, Dandy.
That was super
Oh,
cool.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
super cool.
Mhm.
That was magical. I'm gonna take my glow stick off.
Okay. We crack the glow stick. Wave it around like at a rave. Going for it. If I had some queued up, I'd play it, but I don't. Oh, wait a minute. I actually do, now that I think about it. Give me 1 second. Because AJ,
Yes.
AJ whipped up something really fun for us. This is a really cool intro to the fight here. Give me 1 second to pull this up.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh wait, I gotta listen.
Mm-hmm.
we're ready.
Right, I'm turning up stream for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure Tic Tacs would go well with the Phillips.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me find it 1 second. It's hiding up here. We had a lot of notifications today. But, all right. I'm playing it right now.
Which one are you playing?
This one, guys, you don't have access because it got this morning. Let me go ahead and share it in our chat so you can listen along.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Oh.
Sorry. I can't help it.
In our chat. There's that for you guys. It's in Discord right now. And then I'll play that right now.
So there's like a little like jukebox that just like the record just like turns on randomly and it starts playing that jam, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's like an
Okay, perfect.
intercom over. We have coined that laundry core. Yes. The idea behind that was the meme of the guy who's off balance washer where it's and the guy's playing the guitar with it. So I wanted to play something a little fun to go along. But yes, with that, we'll get into. Let me play this one.
Even in the afterlife, you can rave.
Yeah.
Don't let death.
Is it
limit
even
you.
the afterlife if you can't rave?
Right? Are we even dead if we're not dancing? They both begin with D.
I need that on a
this is
t-shirt.
our
Are we even
grand
dead
opening,
if we're not
though.
dancing?
I remember the sock hop.
No.
I don't know if y'all know about the sock hops. That was our raves back in the day.
Sock hops? Yo, you really are old school.
I mean, that's like old school, yeah.
Awesome.
Elementary
Yeah.
school.
I mean, those are the best times. I didn't go out partying much after that, so that was like the most social, unfortunately.
Alrighty.
Oh, well, yeah, because, the war. I get it.
Yeah, not much partying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't
But
need to elaborate.
today, we dance battle.
God, I wish I wrote that down. Imagine dance battle with Moloch.
I'm ready.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
So who is approaching and opening the box?
I think I was.
Yeah, Mike just mentioned. We quoted that. It's "Are we dead? Are we even dead if we can't dance?" That's gonna go on a T-shirt for sure. If we ever sell T-shirts. All right. Sorry. Who was it that was opening the box? Babs? Okay. Babs, you go up. The fear no longer present. You put your hand on the box. For just a second, the lightning-shaped fiery veins that have slowly been spreading across the ceiling and now into this box, just for a flash, you see them flare up your arm. But you've got that milk of magnesia. Doesn't affect you. You felt just for a brief second, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. You had, did you have children or grandchildren beforehand? Friends with children, people that you've interacted with children.
The ones in the apartment building, yes.
Those ones playing the music, right? Wouldn't be too bad if they got sacrificed to Moloch. Just a second. And then that thought is immediately gone. Why would you ever have thought of that? You open the box. Opening the box lets out a plume of black smoke, briefly clouding all of your vision, as what seemed to be a kind of run down but relatively normal bullet hole ridden laundromat is converted to a veritable hellscape. Those veins that you saw along the ceiling are now engorged, feet wide, not just the little tiny cracks in the space around you. But the four of you remain in the same spot. The washers and dryers flanking the sides have been replaced by walls made of thick iron and fire in the backgrounds. Jen's door is still there, perfectly fine. But the rest of it, it's as if an arena was created for you. And stepping out of this box, first an arm, then a second, pulling its way through, is Moloch. I'll describe for you what Moloch.
Trick before.
Moloch, a Canaanite deity that derives their terrifying power from the sacrifice of children. Moloch appears to be as a statuesque and bull-headed demon. His stomach is made of wrought iron and full of fire, the bodies of children burning in the embering coals. He pulls his way out, smoke billowing from his nostrils. Join me. Join us. And
Question.
then, of course.
I still have that tie, right?
The tie. Sorry, I thought you said tide. I'm like, no, those were lemon heads.
No, the tie, not the tie. Dash.
Yeah,
With the
you
detergent
do
bar.
pocket
No.
detergent. No,
Yeah, pocket lemon heads. There you go. But yeah, no. With the tie, Babs is going to try to basically jump onto the back of this demon and try to wrap the tie around, basically to try to get it into a submissive position.
Very good. And with your training, I
Yes,
think that's
grapple
going
the
to be
demon.
very, very easy to do. However, that's still going to be a challenge task. How would you, I'd say in this case, give me a Y roll.
The tie does 1 willpower damage to any enemy, by the way. I didn't say, I should have.
Yes.
I know you were like, is this just a tie? I don't know.
Wait, so how much is it?
Watching. 1
How much is it?
willpower damage to any enemy.
Oh,
so.
fantastic.
People
So
are
that was
watching.
perfect.
So yeah, we'll add that on to the damage that you'll be doing with this attack that you're making.
Okay,
I realized Nate knew that, but then I was like, not anyone else maybe knows what I've just done. Sorry about that.
okay. So, and then you said choose a lie?
Yeah, so a Y roll and you get to pick the lie.
Okay. I am going to choose endurance for this.
Alrighty. That's pretty good. You
And
need
my
plenty
Y
of
is
endurance to fight
curmudgeon.
this.
My Y is curmudgeon, and
These
I am
damn
very
kids.
stubborn. So it's stubborn with a lot of endurance, meaning that I am not going to let this this demon go.
Alrighty. Go ahead and flip those
I'm hella high water.
flip those cards. See how many successes you get.
Alrighty.
And then depending on your successes, I'll explain how combat works. Combat is a go ahead. Ooh.
4.
4, nice.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I got 1, 6, 3, 5s.
Wow, that's a really good roll.
Wow.
So, the way combat
Now we're
works,
Raven.
combat is just like any other challenge rating. For my stat block for the monster, for Moloch, I have a challenge rating that you need to beat. If you meet that challenge rating, you will always deal 1 damage. If you go over it, for every success over the monster's challenge rating, or the revenant in this case, those are what we call the monsters or enemies that you guys will typically would be fighting. There's a set of, I believe, 4 or 5 of them in the quick start guide. For every success over the challenge rating, you'll do an additional point of damage. So with a 4, I'll let you know, a 4 and the noose, the tie, you're going to be dealing 3 damage. So you wrap that tie around you're like at a rodeo. The bull on Moloch he's trying to buck you off, but you're holding on tight. You'll do 3 damage to Moloch. So there's no initiative or anything like that. It's going to be all 4 of you get an action, and then Moloch will take an action.
Yikes.
And you really don't want Moloch to take an action. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
Okay.
great. Great.
So who would like to go next? It's up to the group to decide.
All right. I was locked and loaded and ready, like right behind
Mhm.
Babs. I'm good for this. I see Babs with like doing the strangle. I also want to get in on that with my bitch bracelet,
Oh yeah.
which is also a noose that also damages willpower. I'm gonna get on that on the other side because I feel like if in my head he's taken a knee
Mhm.
with the let's be honest, that tie probably has a lot of hopelessness woven into it with like the job interview market. So I think I'm gonna bring in that punk goth energy with the bracelet to then take the other side to hopefully get that other knee bent for everybody else to come in. And I am going to utilize that. Oh, so it wasn't advantage. It was me doing an extra die, right? So I'll instead I think I want to do my streetwise with
Okay.
this, my win.
Mhm.
That's still 3. Right now I'm like 3s all across the board. So
Yeah.
this is flavor.
You've definitely played at some venues where you might not have been wanted and had to fight your way out.
Oh yeah.
So you're very streetwise.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my streetwise, and I know I keep on using sacrifice. I know I do. I have others. I have jailbird. She's done time, y'all.
Well, that could come in handy. You know how to handle people, and you got to handle yourself in jail.
Yeah. I mean, she took the fall for someone else who wouldn't have been able to do the time, and actually that's what skyrocketed her band. So we're gonna do streetwise and jailbird. I'm utilizing the bitch bracelet. I'm gonna do my best to take Moloch down to at least another knee.
Sweet, go for it. Give me that roll. You take your
I wish
bracelet,
there
you're ready
was
to go.
Something. I wish there was something else I could throw in there. That's everything. I mean, the coin curio, I probably can't also throw in something else.
Combat is something that isn't always the solution in Sunset. There are usually other ways, but we felt it was important for there to be and that connecting experience to other tabletop roleplay games, so people have a way to understand that the game can function like something you're familiar with. But
Okay.
personally, if I were running a homebrew, I might make it a puzzle that you need to solve, or a lot of those things can be very, very different from your standard fight it and win combat.
Okay. Well, going from we're going to say going from Dandy's knowledge of Moloch that she's taking from the John Constantine comic books
Oh
that she would read on tour. She knows that this is a bad dude, and she feels that there is no negotiation that can happen here, and that he can't be trusted. So that's where she's going from with it.
Yeah, Babs has seen, unfortunately, the worst in war. And children, that's always a line you don't cross.
Is there any mechanic for rerolls? Is what I want to know.
There is not a mechanic for rerolls, but funny enough, Thomas just posted in our Discord, if you guys want to take a look, the section on stitching. I mentioned it before. It allows you during challenge tasks, if you stitch somebody else's task, it will automatically complete that task.
I will say that if someone wants to stitch, that would be very
I'll stitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Okay,
Sid,
you want to stitch?
Which one was it? Just so that I know.
Oh, I did my streetwise. I did my win.
Okay.
I did my win.
so for you to
was your
stitch
win.
there,
Okay.
you'll take a point
It
out
has to
of.
be a 1?
I'll say in this case, to help out with the combat, it'll be a point out of your win.
Okay. I have a 4 win.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. You have a better chance then.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stitch.
Awesome.
I love stitching.
So you pull a point out of your truth for when. And that
Okay.
allows,
I gotta drop a memory or something.
Dandy, as you go to use your bracelet and make your assault on Moloch, you miss your first attack. And then you feel transported into a subway station. You're walking around kind of aimlessly. You don't have full control over your body. And you see... Sorry, my Discord is blowing up. I thought I muted that. 1 second, guys. I apologize.
Sorry, it's me.
You're good. I just want to make sure I don't
Oh yeah.
mute this. Sorry about that. So, as you're walking around, Dandy, you see asleep on one of the benches. It's Sid. And you feel a deep connection to Sid right now. And I'd like you to ask a who, what, when, where, why question on this stitch, how they're helping you with this event related to their background.
So I'm really curious about the sister that I remind you of. I mean, yeah, she's your sister, but for real, who is she?
I think this is a memory that takes place a ways back. This is when Sid was probably like 11. And I think, if I may, the way it kind of plays out is we can like see the memory around us as I'm telling you the story of it.
Really cool. Go for it.
So my sister was like man, she was the coolest. She used to sneak me cigarettes. She used so many things. But when she's older than me, like I guess when I was 11, she would have been. Oh yeah, there she is. She was just going to college. She was like 18. Living in her shadow, I guess, was like really hard because like I wasn't great at school. My parents didn't really get along, you know, so they were always, yeah, there they are. You can hear them.
Get a job. Get yourself together.
It's the last time I saw my sister. She went to college, so but I was so mad. And you just see Sid, this 11-year-old kid, big glasses on, really thick glasses. She's wearing like one of those. Do you guys ever wear those suspender leggings? You know the ones that like they have the suspender around your feet. She has a set of those on.
Little stirrup.
Mm-hmm. The stirrups, and she's wearing this matching set, pink. There's a big teddy bear on the front. Very kind of Care Bear's there. Very kind of different kid than the person that's in front of you now. She seems hopeful, but there is an angst beneath the surface. If you're leaving, then I don't want to see you anymore. Like, I can't believe that you would just leave me here by myself. Sarah, I thought... And Sarah tries to reach out to speak to Sid. You can't hear the words she says, though, because Sid storms off and slams her bedroom door, goes over to her boombox, and starts playing, I don't know, some really loud, like, pop music out of the speakers. Flops onto her bed and cries. I ran away from home like 2 years after that. It wasn't my parents fighting. I mean, when my mom passed, it was, even though they always fought, it was like really hard on my dad, and I just never saw my... You remind me of her because who she was she was the one that always knew what was going on. She always had it together. She was my rock.
With that, you missed your punch. You hear, she was my rock. In your other hand, balled up, is a note that was left for Sid. You don't have time to read it now, but we'll get there. That note balled up. You have the innate strength to uppercut Moloch a second time. And you make contact. We'll do another point of damage to Moloch. You uppercut him while you wanted to get him down to one knee, or to another knee. He is now fully on both knees, kind of reeling with Babs strangling him from above.
Do I get to flip my oval?
Are you missing? Oh, you are missing one. You got a stitch. You're right. Yes, you do. Flip it. Let's see what we get.
Oh, I fixed it.
Nice.
So both of these sides say good luck, but one has a horseshoe and one has a four-leaf clover. So I made the four-leaf clover the
Yes.
open side.
Your Chuck E. Cheese token landed Chucky side up. Chuck side up.
Chucky side up, says Sid, and she's gonna start cutting the token in.
Yes.
I think Babs is like still trying to like basically is like strangling this demon, turns and sees that uppercut and
it was like
demon taking
Super
the knee.
Mario Kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to admit it, Dandy, but I did love your one single, Bow Down Bitches. That's what's happening right now.
So good. And we'll go from Babs to Zabs. Bella.
I like it.
Yes. Bella, what would you like to do as your action for?
So Bella will she'll pull out the pocket watch, and she'll slowly start swinging it in front of Moloch's face, and then starts telling everybody else, I first got into magic as a child, actually. Whenever I used to see those magicians on the screen, or one that comes to your school and they just do these tricks and you believe it's real because they're just so good at what they do that you begin to believe in actual magic. And then as you get older, that magic fades as you realize that it's all just illusion, that none of it is real, it's just smoke and mirrors. But then, even as I got older, I wanted to hold on to that magic. And I remember specifically, and similar to how the memory was kind of playing, that's what's happening now too. And I remember as I would go and perform at children's elementary schools or at school fairs or just anywhere where there was children, even if it was just for one child, just one small coin trick, the absolute light that would shine behind their eyes, the euphoria that could absolutely be felt through every living being in there as everyone experienced what they thought was real magic. But it became real magic in those moments. And that high was better than anything I could ever find, no matter how hard I tried to chase that high throughout the rest of my life. Nothing compared to it. And so, here's one last magic trick to save any future children from the fate that this thing wants to try to give them. And she tries to hypnotize Moloch with the swinging wristwatch.
Very good. Alrighty. Give me the roll. What, which...
Oh, yeah.
What is the truth?
I was gonna do...
With the watch, right?
Yeah. So I have my who back, right? Because of the bane, or the boon.
Yeah, the boon
so
canceled
I'll
the
do
bane.
My who, which is illusionist. And I'll do my lie loner. So that'll be 3 and 3.
Yeah. Learning magic isn't always, you don't have a ton of people around you supporting you. Some people making fun of you saying, why are you doing that? Just get a real job. You don't have to do this. So definitely a bonus on this one for sure.
All right. So we got a 5, a 2.
You give curios to people at any
6.
time?
Sure.
Okay. A 4, a 3, and a 2. So that's 1, 5, and 1, 6.
And then you use the pocket watch, right?
Oh yeah. What does that do again?
I believe it gives you an automatic success on this roll. A +1. Let me make sure.
Oh, it's +1 to my next when challenge. I knew there was a reason I wanted to do when.
And you used when on this one? I forget. Sorry.
I was gonna do who.
Okay,
I got
so
something for you.
you can use
I
the.
can give you something.
Oh, go ahead.
If you want it. I got a curio for that. I think maybe as you're preparing for your trick, Sid is just in such awe. She watched magic shows when she was a kid. She tried to learn how to do stuff. She doesn't have the hand. She has the showmanship for it, but her hands aren't fast enough. She's not as dexterous with them, So she's like, wait, for luck. And she just grabs a rock out of her pocket. It's got a little face on it. I don't know if it's a
googly
pet.
eyes.
Yeah, it's got googly eyes.
Yeah.
That rock.
Yeah. It's got googly eyes on it. My lucky rock. And she tosses it over to you.
You, we'll say you're not using the pocket watch for its curio effect. You're using it for the showmanship. You almost dropped the pocket watch as you were dangling it. The rock almost like hits the pocket watch just enough so you can catch it real quick and then set it into the proper motion that you need for this trick. You were trying to hypnotize Moloch, but a being of such power and has been around for a long time. You might be a powerful illusionist, but he won't be swayed that easily. However, the children in his stomach are enamored. They crawl their way out. Moloch screams in agony as 3 children flow out. It's the spirits of these pure entities that were sacrificed for no reason are looking at you and clapping as they disperse into white nothing. And Moloch has taken more damage. However, not enough. What was the tarot symbol on the last card you flipped?
Oh.
I'm going to ask that question for everyone as well. Whatever yes, the last card you guys flipped, what was the tarot symbol on it?
Mine's a spade.
Club for me. Yeah.
Club.
Oh, sorry, the tarot symbol, not the suit of the card.
Oh.
Swords.
Well, same thing. Wands.
Oh, yeah. Wands.
All right. Then we have,
I don't know what a spade is.
I believe, a
it's something.
spade. It's
I
at the
believe
top.
spade is swords.
Swords? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
for
the
sure.
shadow of the
Pretty sure.
things that we're doing.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
diamonds.
Yeah, spade is
pentacles,
swords.
Yes,
and
there we
heart
go.
is cup.
Yeah, there's a conversion at the top of the document for anybody following along at home in the rules section, I believe.
Yeah.
Then, between the two of you, because the way monsters prioritize their target, the revenants prioritize their target is on that tarot symbol that aligns with their affinity.
Wait, has Sid done damage yet?
Oh, right. You helped out with 2 of them. You were so helpful. I skipped you. Go ahead.
I'm just being just support right now, but yeah, I would love to do some damage.
Do it. Go for it. What would you like to do to Moloch?
I have a note that I've been holding on to.
Ooh, yeah.
And I would love to pass that over to Sid because it belongs to Sid.
Mm-hmm.
What? Passing notes in class?
It's a note for Sid from Sarah.
Mm-hmm. You pass the note along. It's crumpled. It takes you a second to piece it together without it, tearing it, because it's from Sarah. You haven't heard from Sarah since you were 11. It says, "Hey, Sid. I'm sorry. Sorry you felt that way. I always tried to be a good role model, and I think I did as best as I could, but I couldn't be there anymore. I hope you see this one day when you're older and can understand why I needed to leave that place. I promised myself one day I would go back for you, and I hope one day I still can. Love, Sarah Bear." I'm going to give you another boon. Specifically, a who boon.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll, flip a card for me.
All right.
And a d6 roll.
Oh, it's a 6.
That's a bane. Don't want that.
It's a 6. That's sick.
Soul anchor. Thread becomes deeply grounded in their identity. Once per session, they can automatically succeed a who challenge.
Well, I want to do a who challenge.
I hope.
I think Sid, thanks. Thanks, Sandy, for the note, though. You won't have to come back and save me anymore. Thanks, Andy. And I think she just looks at Moloch and is like, it's time to dance with the devil. And she takes her glow stick, and instead of using it, she just puts it on bravely. And just with her fists, I think she just, like adjusts her rings so that they're all on her fist fingers. Because she's definitely brawled before. And just goes in and just smashes Moloch in the face.
Yeah. With this new knowledge of not new knowledge, you knew it somewhere deep down inside you, but you have a very clear understanding of who you are now. You wind up the biggest haymaker you've ever swung. Go ahead and give me that roll. What was your lie that you're modifying this with?
That's a good question. I know what I should go with, but I don't know how it fits the theme, man. It's gotta fit the theme. My who is Jack of all. Jack of all is my who. No, you know what? I am going to go with it because I think it does fit. I think I can find a way to make that make sense in my brain. So I'm going to go with owned. I'm going with owned because I think this applies in the sense that she has felt that owned was like a lie that she told herself, but it's starting to become a reality to her, this lie of like she does have a family, she does belong. So kind of the positive sense of owned.
I love it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have a 1. Uh-oh. This is a 2. Uh-oh. This is a 1. A 5. Followed by a 6. Followed by a 6. Oh, wait, we don't need to do this, do we? Because this is an auto succeed.
I want to know the total tarot symbols for what you're rolling on this one specifically.
Tarot?
You will automatically succeed. I want to know what the tarot symbols are.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3 spades. 4 spades, sorry. And 1 heart, 1 diamond, 2 more spades. So the most is my spades. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spades, and then 1 heart and 1 diamond in terms of everything that I just pulled.
I was looking for clubs to match your affinity, but unfortunately, you still definitely succeed.
No.
We're gonna deal some more damage to Moloch here. You charge up that big haymaker. Moloch is down on both knees. Children have been spilling. The souls of children have been spilling out of him. He's roaring, doesn't even see you coming, doesn't even attempt to block. Moloch feeds on people's desire for more and the lack of care for others. The 2 moments that you've shared tonight, 2, almost 3, those core elements of your character, you have no wavering thoughts anymore. You come in with that big wind up. You knock the bull head clean off of its body. The metal brass statue doesn't impact your hand like it normally would. If you punched a big bronze statue, you don't have a hand anymore. It's a crumpled piece of meat. You are not affected in any way. The bull head gets basically decapitated by the tie Babs is holding on as it flies across the room. The fire inside the bull's stomach grows and grows and grows. and then almost as if a supernova implodes and disappears. The armor, the metal wrought iron pieces that form its body clatter to the ground. What once were, you thought, wrought iron rods are now bits and pieces, parts of weapons, spears, gun barrels. The things that propagate such horrible acts has happened in this place. The bull's head that flew across the corner is a duffel bag full of now empty bullet shells and bullet casings, sorry. The surroundings that were smoke and fire and ash, bullet holes, fade away into a calm, slightly decrepit laundromat. You guys have defeated Moloch. You've removed him, his essence that drew him to this place, and cleansed this memory of his influence. With that, the shutters on Jen's office go up. Good job! You did it! Yay!
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Can you throw up when you're dead, Jen?
I'm not going to
Did
stop
you
you.
eat anything?
It's all lemon heads.
There is a snack room still.
Here, I got something for that. And then Babs is gonna try to look for the tin, but I think the tin is probably gone.
The tin's
Like,
there, but they're all gone. It's
Oh.
empty.
Okay, I have my TikTok.
Sorry, this
Yeah.
works every time. Sorry.
The ground is just covered in like wet lemon heads.
Oh, man.
But they're not like
Head.
they're not it's not like they've been sucked on at
It's a
all.
long story.
They're whole. Like they haven't dissolved at all.
Yeah. That's even more gross. Ugh.
And was anybody
I don't
else
think I
reminded
wanna
of
go
like
to
the
snack
Emperor's
room
new
anymore.
clothes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It goes to show you. When lies become fashion, honesty becomes rebellion. You were honest with yourself, Sid. And look at what all of us did. I mean, if that wasn't punk, I don't know what is, and I don't want it.
Hell yeah.
Jen's now got like
One
a
hell of
big
a
old
fight.
wad of gum, and you guys hear it from around the corner.
So like, now what do we do? Like, can we go solve more mysteries?
Hey,
We
the
could-
Scooby-Doo gang now.
Yeah, we could be the Scooby-Doo gang. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you still got to do this. And she pulls out the paper that you handed back to her earlier. The first question on that paper was, do you pledge your eternal soul to Moloch? The second, what happened here?
Hell no. What
No.
happened here?
Didn't we just remove his head from his body? What is this?
Can
So
we
we
still serve him?
Doing
He's
thing
dead.
that is gone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you removed him from this place, but I don't. He's not gone. You're not that cool.
Oh shit.
You're not that strong.
Okay, so no thank you.
Mhm. Okay, so it's a no. A no.
Oh, it was that.
Was that a maybe? I thought I heard a maybe. Nose all around. Okay, I'll pencil in nose for question 1. And number 2, what happened here?
We faced the deepest, darkest part of ourselves and found our own lights.
Good answer. Good answer. Anyone want to add to that?
Well, I, for one, learned the importance of not just relying on your own strength. Sometimes you do need to rely on others from time to time. Especially when it comes to demons eating children and taking their souls or whatever was going on here.
Kids are vulnerable. And you have to let them be free. But also, like, just watch them. Just watch them, you know?
Okay.
There's also definitely some healing of the inner child, you know, that bullshit that my therapist would tell me every time I went in. But I hate to admit this, but I think she was actually right. The finding that inner childhood light and accepting it, hugging it, per se.
You know what?
It
They've
actually
been
felt
trying to get
good.
me to go to therapy for a while, and you might be onto something. It might be useful from time to time, discovering that.
I'd recommend
We
it.
all
little too
group
late.
hug? Is this a group hug moment?
I'm behind the glass. I can't.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah?
not gonna
Yeah.
say no. I'm not gonna say no to a hug.
Yeah, come on,
Oh,
get in
Okay,
here, Babs. Come
I'll
on.
only join in if you guys forget that I even admitted to listening to Dandy's music. All right.
You
All right, come
I've
on.
never
yeah,
been
yeah.
against you for your entire on life after life, whatever this is.
As soon as you guys break from the hug, the front door to the laundromat flies open. You guys heard a rumbling highway in the distance, but an old 69 Mustang, pearl white, rolls up. And a dude with a skull for a face, black aviators, takes him off, says, "Hey kids, you want to ride?" And that's where we'll end it. Congratulations, you guys have successfully completed the Sunset sample adventure we've included, called The Laundromat. Special thanks to Mike and Adam and Thomas once again for putting that together, both the system and the story. I'm so excited. Guys, this game is going to be so good. I can't wait to play a non-scripted session as well. Not scripted. Wrong word for TTRPG actual plays. Apologies. A more homebrewed session in the future. But what did you guys think?
It was so fun.
It was
I
a
had
lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really good.
I
Yeah.
wonder what was in the snack room.
I know. There were more
Such
prizes.
goodies.
Your guys' secrets were so good.
Food.
So-
I wanted snacks so bad.
The snack room has something that everybody can find in the playtest guide or in the quick start guide on Drive-Thru RPG. I'll get a link for it for chat, or if one of my coworkers and or boss is here still, can you link it for me? Well, we talk a little bit more, guys. I was so happy. Your characters were so good. The moments with your sister Amanda, oh God, those were so good. The thoughts of Sherry as well, Brianna. Chills. That moment of the as soon as you mentioned you were going to hypnotize the Moloch, Zab, I was like, oh yeah, I don't care if this fails or not, I'm making this work, because that's so cool.
So cool.
Oh, and Markia, like I said, being like the group, like the DD of the group as well, kind of helping out here and there, keeping everybody on the level, and then being that rock for Sid. Guys, so good. I love this group. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the story and leading us on this journey.
Yeah, I hope there will be plenty more to come. Guys, we have plenty more in our sleeves. This is just the beginning for Sunset. We are so happy.
The sun is not setting on Sunset.
Yes.
Rising.
Yeah, I think you saw my tweet this morning then.
Yeah, the sun rises on Sunset. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's the sentiment.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. Anybody watching this in the future, we'll put this VOD out, and we might put together a little highlight reel as well. Roll out the red carpet as we will for Sean Evans. But going down the introduction line, Zab, who are you once again, and what are you doing?
Hi, I'm Zabricus. I'm a content creator of all trades. You can find me on your favorite social medias making silly content. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Brianna Utahime, hello. Who are you? What are you doing? And where can people find you?
Oh, I'm Brianna, but most of you guys know me on the interwebs as Utahime, Utahime, Utahime cosplay, pretty much everywhere except on the app formerly known as Twitter. You can find me at Brianna DeCoster there. And I think it's listed here as well. And also Blue Skies and all that stuff at Utahime cosplay. But yeah, I'm up to lots of nerdy shenanigans on a weekly basis. So if you love all of those things, Magic the Gathering cosplay, TTRPGs, then be sure to follow me and see what I'm up to. But this was an absolute pleasure and just an honor to be at this table with you talented individuals. And thank you, because this is awesome. This game should be played by more people. So definitely be sure to check it out. Everybody who's been in chat and maybe watching the VOD later, do the thing.
Thank you. Markia, it has been a pleasure talking to you as well. I'm so happy we were able to bring you on. I know who you are, but who are you? What are you doing?
Hey all, I'm Markia McCarty, Markeia MCCARTY. So at Markia McCarty in just about every social media platform. If you don't find my name there, which you would, but if you don't, then it'll be Darth Markia. So it'll always be my first name no matter where you go. So yeah, I'm a producer, entertainment host, and voiceover artist. I do a lot of things in tabletop role-playing games. In front of and behind the camera. And yeah, I really appreciated Sunset, because it's like, who doesn't want to be able to have that catharsis of, thinking about what happens on the other side? What do we take with us? What memories are lost? What memories remain? So it's like, I really appreciated this, and I appreciated this with all of y'all, like very much so. And it's like, plus I like a positive goth death metal person.
Yeah, we called it Hope, or I don't know if we called it, but Mike, at the beginning of the Quick Start Guide, it says Hope Punk and gives a description of what that is. It's really, really good. I love the nods to that throughout the creation of this.
It's so funny. I've never run into that term before. And then like in this last week, this is like the third time that I've heard it. Hope Punk.
Yes. It's been a rough week for some people. So I'm glad we were able to kind of come together on a Monday night. And last but certainly not least, Amanda, VampX13. Who are you? What are you doing? Where can people find you?
I'm just trying to live my life and survive. That's what I'm doing right now. You can find me on the internet. You can Google me, Google Amanda McKnight, Google VampX13. I come up, but you can find me on YouTube, Twitch. I do the TikToks. I don't understand the TikToks, but I do them. I'm over on Instagram. I'm basically VampX13 pretty much everywhere. But if you look up my name, I usually come up too. And I have videos going up on YouTube. I just did a reaction for Marvel What If Season 3, the new trailer. And I just filmed one before this for the new Mission Impossible movie, which I'm so excited for. I talk about movies, comics. I play video games. I talk about anime, manga. I love Magic. I love TCGs in general. I love Pokemon. I love tabletop RPGs. I do a little thing called Indie RPG Night with some of my friends over on another channel I'm on called Lies You'll Enjoy. So if you like stuff like this, definitely check us out. We'll probably be playing this over there. I mean, this is amazing. This is badass, man. This is a sick RPG. So I cannot wait to play it again. Thank you so much for having me. And that's me and what I do and who I am. And that's all there is, folks, for me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm Nate, the Nate Keeper. I work here at Forteller Games. You've been your Death Master tonight, and I'm happy I think I've held true to that title as much as possible without killing anyone, hopefully. But you guys can find more from Forteller at fortellergames.com. We have our narration available on forteller.gg for a multitude of different narration board games, like big box board games, Midara, Frosthaven, Sleeping Gods, all those wonderful things. But we're so happy that we were able to step into the TTRPG world with Sunset. Again, thank you so much to Adam, Thomas, Mike, and to all the people who have play tested and played along with us. Meredith from Drive-Thru, godsend. would not have gotten here without you. And as Brianna said in chat, happy Veterans Day to everybody who has served, is serving, and, gave that, the full sacrifice that you could for your country across the world. Thanks, guys. Forteller, you're a tabletop, our stage. I'm going to leave you with our laundry core one more time, and we'll end it there.